Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's review. And it will be a graphic novel called Saga, Volume 1. So, really, this volume is chapters 1 through 6 of Saga. What is Saga? Saga is starring. Oh, sorry. I'm jumping ahead of myself. This volume, after 6 chapters were released, was released on October 23rd, 2012. It's by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. I believe he writes it and she draws it. I'm not 100% sure, but those are the two. There's the credit right there. Okay? It's about Alana and Marco. Alana is from a planet called Landfall, and Marco is from the moon of Landfall called Wreath. His people are all into magic and sorcery. They're more of like a, I don't know, civilization, weapons, that kind of stuff. They are identified by their horns or their wings. Landfall has wings, Wreath has horns. These two races have been at war for generations. And it's an interesting kind of war because it's not really fought on in their home planets. It's fought on other planets where other planets basically have to choose a side. And from what I'm seeing, it's all about money and power and stimulating the economy, etc., right? That's not really the main point of the story. The main point of this story is that these two fell in love with each other. Warring races fell in love with each other and had a little baby named Hazel. Now, obviously that's a problem. They're being hunted down now because this is basically forbidden, and it seems that especially the Landfallians are trying to cover this relationship up, this baby, because she is a symbol that these two people can be at peace and not have to be at war, which is a threat. Now, that is the big, deep, overarching story. But what makes this interesting is how it's about really these two being a family, or three, I guess. These three being a family. So far in this one, it's their main goal was to escape the planet that they were on, called Cleve, and they meet a few important characters along the way. But it also tells the story of other characters, like certain, I guess, bounty hunters, but they're called freelancers, trying to find them and kill them for a contract, capturing her in the process. There's a robot prince. Anyway, it's hard to explain. A few things are happening all at once, but what makes this interesting is that as deep as it is, there's a lot of comedic elements to it. This is not. There's a lot of explicit content too, like sexual and swearing, so it's not for children. It's definitely for adults, but it's so, like, it's just like they're normal people. I don't know how to explain it. They're soldiers and whatever, but they're just trying to be, in love and have a family and survive. And he's taken a vow of pessimism, meaning he doesn't want to kill anyone. However, if his family is threatened and her, specifically his daughter, is threatened, he finds it a lot harder to hold on to that vow. So, again, this is a great book because it's not like, oh, superhero comic or whatever. They're pretty average people for this world, this universe. They're not like super special or whatever. Not that I know of, anyway. And all they're doing is trying to make a life together, and it's really like there's this charm to it. There's some quirky characters, like the babysitter that they find shortly into the book is actually a ghost of a teenage girl who died by getting crushed by a landmine. So there's always this like balance of the effects of war and what it has on people, but it's also like there is still this almost comedy part of it, not downplaying that situation, but like now this ghost is following them around, that it's the babysitter of this child, and the ghost can only come out at night, and she's pretty witty and has sarcastic remarks. Her name's Isabel. And then the volume ends, the last chapter of this volume ends with Marco's parents showing up. So the grandparents are gonna play a part in the next installment, the next volume of this book. So I highly recommend picking up Saga, because it's a graphic novel, so it's not like it's a huge time commitment to read. This is some of the artwork, like that's the ghost babysitter girl. She's red. Right? It's a really nice art style. I like it. It's, I wouldn't say simple, but it just captures, I don't know, it feels like it captures this world quite well, right? I hope I didn't show anything graphic. I might have. But anyway, I recommend picking up Saga because I feel I've never read anything like it. I've never really, I'm getting pretty new to graphic novels and comics and things like that, and this is different, and it has a nice message to it, and it feels like very relatable on some level. So that is all I have to say about Saga. If you like this video, please like. If you want more book reviews or comic book reviews or graphic novel reviews, please subscribe to my channel. And I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.